Hey, what's happening? SirJames coming at you guys with another video. In today's video, I'm here to give you guys a quick update and, of course, to share with you guys a video game haul. Because as you can see, I have a lot of stuff behind me. There's a lot of things I got off camera that I wanted to share with you guys as well, because you guys do end up liking the haul videos, so I figured continue on that trend. So first off, to kind of give you guys a quick little update, I do want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I do appreciate it, and hopefully you enjoy your time here on the channel. Second is the fact that I do apologize for the lack of PlayStation VR content. That's because half the time when there's a game that comes out, sometimes I may not have enough money for it, because it's not like I'm always going to get games sent to me from developers. You know, half the time I do purchase the games myself. And then, like, usually when something comes out, there's another item that's close by, and it's like, if I buy this, I can't get that, and vice versa. So it's a little bit hectic, so I'm going to try to improve and try to work out a system, because, you know, it's kind of tough when there's a lot of things coming out all at once. So hopefully that will change. And of course, the other thing that I also want to state is that I got into contact with by two different companies. Normally, you know, companies like Amazon, stuff like that, or people who are selling stuff on Amazon will contact me and send me things free of charge, and to give you guys an honest opinion on that particular product. This time around, two companies got into contact with me, and this is related to the PlayStation VR. These are actually not games, these are accessories. One of them I can't disclose any detail, nor I don't think I could say the company's name to kind of keep it as a surprise. The other one, I'll put the link in the description down below. They're sending me something for the PlayStation VR headset, even a t-shirt too, which was pretty nice of them. And it's basically something that you're supposed to put in the VR headset, so it's supposed to provide a little bit more of a softer material, and of course to absorb sweat and stuff like that, which honestly, that's going to be extremely useful, because during the summertime in my room, it's like hell. I mean, it's like a sauna, it's just hot, it's really uncomfortable, especially for me, and even when I'm setting up lights just to do videos like this, that's going to be crazy. So a product like that, I think, is going to prove itself when that time comes. So I'll update you guys when that comes in. Besides that, let's go ahead and get straight into the haul. Like I said, just want to give you a quick little update before we jump into this. One thing I will say, though, is that the majority of this stuff in the haul is in regards to the PlayStation Vita, so I'll save the Vita stuff for last. So let's go ahead and kind of start with a couple refreshers for those who weren't here during the time. Now, as most of you know, I got the Horizon Zero Dawn. I got the Collector's Edition, which I unboxed on the channel. And just to kind of give you guys my quick opinions on this, I'm not going to do this for all the games, but just certain ones I want to point out. Is if you're wondering, is the Horizon Zero Dawn really, really good? Yes, it is. If you have a PlayStation 4, this is a must-have game. If you don't have a PS4, maybe you know a friend that has one, try to check it out and see if you could borrow theirs or go to their house and play the game. But definitely, if you're planning on getting a PS4, or if you have one, this is a must-have into your collection. Same goes for the Uncharted series, same goes for The Last of Us, and the list kind of goes on and on. So definitely worth it. And during that week, it was a bit hectic, because at the same time you have the Nintendo Switch coming out, and of course the new Legend of Zelda. So I wanted to ensure that I beat that game and did almost everything possible before I got started on Legend of Zelda, and it was definitely well worth the time. Moving on over to one that you guys are aware of already is, of course, the Nintendo Switch. As you guys know, I got the one with the neon Joy-Cons. I just want to kind of share with you what I have on the Nintendo Switch in terms of my video game library, because the Nintendo eShop did update last Tuesday, Tuesday that just recently passed by. They added some Neo Geo stuff in there, so that was pretty cool. And so I picked up a $35 eShop card over on my local GameStop. And I got like 4 games added into this. I only have one physical game, but to share with you guys what's on my library, Switch library I should say. If I focus, so we have Legend of Zelda, Tetris, we have that one, some Neo Geo games. So yeah, I can't really read it because it's kind of everything's backwards on my little lens here. So we have a Tetris demo from the Japanese eShop, Blaster Master Zero. The Neo Geo games consist of the NAM 1975, Metal Slug 3, and we have World Heroes Perfect. I haven't tried 2 of them. I've only tried the Metal Slug, which actually is a lot of fun. Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 demo from the Japanese eShop, Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, and of course Fast RMX. That is what I have on the Nintendo Switch. And as I stated, I got, in terms of physical copies, The Legend of Zelda, because games like 1-2 Switch, I don't really have any friends to play with, to be honest, and I've never really hung out with anyone in years, so, I mean, that's pretty much the honest truth. I mean, the only thing that I have close to hanging out with people is going to my local GameStop and hanging out with the employees there. That's really about it. But this game, Legend of Zelda, is another game besides Horizon Zero Dawn I'd easily recommend. Of course, this game is also available on the Nintendo Wii U, so if you have a Wii U, you can check it out on that platform as well. I think there's a little bit of frame rate issues, but for the most part, either version I think is good to go with. But I definitely recommend the Switch if you had to choose one. But this game is amazing. I mean, I don't know, I could probably go on and on about this game, but I'm just blown away. And honestly, if you've never gotten into the other Legend of Zelda games, this game right here would probably be a game changer for you. You could easily jump into this one and enjoy. So if you never liked the originals or you just never got into them, this would be the one to go with for sure. But just a lot of fun. I haven't really completed the game. I mean, it's going to take a while, but I've just been exploring, going over to each map location, finding the towers, and just so, even though the enemies will one-shot you depending on the location you are, especially if you're only like in the beginning phases, but I've also been finding shrines, and I'm enjoying the puzzle solving as well. So again, pretty cool. I defeated the first divine beast, or divine beast I should say, so that's as much as I want to say, because I may see something that may lead to spoilers, but yeah, it's a fantastic game. You need to get that game if you don't have it. Next up, let's go ahead and jump into some accessories for the Nintendo Switch. I did buy a second set of Joy-Cons. I got the gray models to go with my neon colors. I just kind of have a backup onto the side and stuff like that, or sometimes, depending on the circumstances, let's see if I was ever in a situation where I have people to play with and it's like in a public area and I don't want my neon Joy-Cons to get dirty or messed up, then I'd just probably go with these ones right here. And of course, to fill out that backpack, which by the way, that video actually did pretty well. Over 10,000 views on that Nintendo Switch backpack. It was just something that I picked up on a release because they got a shipment of them, and I just wanted to share the video to you guys, and the fact that's got over 10,000 views, crazy. So I appreciate that. Actually, here's the gray Joy-Cons right there. You guys seen them? So yeah. Now next up is PlayStation Vita. So this is going to be the most of the haul right here. There's a big stack of games, but we're going to go ahead and start with the system. Now, I did show you guys the system last time that I found a pre-owned one at GameStop that looked brand spanking new without a scratch on it at all. And this is the Vita Slim model, though I like the original one, but if you weren't here for that video, I did have a Vita, but mine just ended up stopped working. I don't know why. I always take really good care of my things. Even to the point where people are complaining about the Switch scratching. I never had that issue. But anyways, the point is, mine stopped working, so there's a good time to the point where I didn't have a PlayStation Vita, but I've been wanting to get one eventually. I picked one up this year, but this is what I got that's new from last time, is that I got this case right here. Actually, it's best if I have this on, otherwise the autofocus is going to go crazy. So there you go. So this looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like the Japanese Vitas, where they come in different colors. Kind of looks like one of those. This is a case I got off eBay for like less than $5, free shipping all the way through Japan, or it could have been $15 US if I wanted sooner. And this actually only took 7 days to get here, so that was pretty crazy. It's like an aluminum shell, similar to what I have on my PSP Go here, where you have a front bezel, and then on the back right there. And I honestly liked it, and because one of the things that I hate on the PlayStation Vita is the glossy finish. As to why Sony does a glossy finish on their handheld always bothers the hell out of me. So now all that's covered, so I only have to wipe these portions down and I'm good to go. So again, that's just something I'm happy with. If you're interested in a case like this, I'll put a link in the description down below, but do keep in mind you got to make sure you get the right one. So if you have the PlayStation Vita 1000, the original model, you need to find that one. If you have the 2000 model, then you need to find that one. And there's a variety of different colors. This one is a sky blue, if I remember correctly. And one thing I also forgot to share is that you guys know I also picked up a lot of the amiibos And this is my favorite amiibo right here. This is the Guardian. In the game, the Guardian is a pain in the rear, but as an amiibo figure, he looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start with the first stack right here. All these games are related to the same series, and I'm only missing 3, which I'll get to after I show you guys these ones. These are RPG-based games, and I just love these. When I received my first game through Gamerfuzion for the Vita, I was off the series, and ever since then I've been hooked on them. But the first one here is the Hyperdimension Neptunian Rebirth 1. And, you know, price, these are a little bit hard. I mean, for my area, it's impossible to find Vita games, unless if I go to GameStop. GameStop is the only place I could go to in person, excuse me, losing my voice there, to pick up any games, unless if I order through eBay. So prices are a little bit rough, but I managed to find some good deals here and there. This one is the Hyperdimension Rebirth 2. The only one that I'm currently missing is Rebirth 3, but eBay prices are still a bit high, so I'm probably just going to order that through GameStop.com, because I could get it for a hell of a lot cheaper than what eBay prices are. Next up is the Hyperdevotion Noir Goddess Blackheart. These are 2 games that I have not played yet, but I'm looking forward to playing them this week, which is the Super Dimension Neptune versus Sega Hard Girls. I don't know if this one came out this year, but this is a title I was not aware of at all. And then we have the Mega Tag Mention Blanc versus Zombie, or Blanc and Neptune versus Zombies. The other 2 that I'm missing besides Rebirth 3 that I mentioned is the Producing Project, I believe it's called, and then Action U. Those are 2 other ones that I need to get to kind of complete the Vita sets. Next up, or next stack of games I should say, this one I was actually happy about walking in on, which is the Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2nd. This one's complete, even has a booklet inside. This one actually I just got the other day because I was in my local GameStop, just kind of browsing around, hanging around, and you know, somebody brought in a stack of games through different generations, and I just kind of noticed. You may call me nosy, but you know, if there's something there that might catch my interest, then of course I'm going to kind of keep my eye on it. And it was just from the site. I know he had some PS4 games and some 3DS games, and it looked like Vita games. So after they were done and left, I asked them, I was like, hey, just kind of curious, did they trade in any PlayStation Vita games? And they did, which was 3 of them, and this was one of them, and I was like, I want to buy that, and so I got it on the spot, because I had the first one digitally, so now I got the second one. And I used a coupon, so I paid like less than $5 for that, so that's a good deal. And then we have the Sword Art Online. This one was like $20 new. So there's that one. Haven't really played the Sword Art Online games yet, but if you have, let me know how they are. Next up, we have Tales of Hearts R. This one I got through GameStop for $20. eBay prices were going for about $25 to $30, so I got this one as new. Which, yeah. Next up, we have the Trails of Cold Steel. This is the first one, and this one actually was the limited edition, which I have the box right here. You actually get some extra goodies, which includes a pen, which is, this is what the pen looks like. It's inside this box. It's a weird thing to have. But then again, I kind of have a pen collection going on. And then you have like this massive art book with like the characters and stuff. This is definitely a really good art book right here. I wish more games would do this more often. But there's that one. I heard the Trails of Cold Steel games are good. And there's also a second one, but I need to beat the first one before I jump into the second one. And I think there's a third one that's supposed to come out this year. But I'm looking forward to investing time into that. The next game that we have here is the Corpse Party Blood Drive. Some of you may have seen the anime and stuff, which basically involves a lot of deaths and creepy things going on. I also got the, this is the Ever After edition right here. This one came with some goodies too, such as you get a complete soundtrack, a 2-disc set. Each disc contains 38 songs on there. So again, this is something more video game collector's editions should come with, which is an actual soundtrack. So I'm pleased about this. I love listening to video game soundtracks. I don't know how this one's going to sound because of the creepiness factor, but can't wait. And then you have this creepy little art book here as well. And inside the art book, well, I don't know. I think YouTube might flag me for this one, but yeah, there you go. I'm sorry. I probably gave you nightmares now. So for the young viewers, I apologize, but yeah, there's a lot of things like that in that book. Let's see. Next up, we have some big titles. This one actually came in the other day, which is God of War for the PlayStation Vita. And again, just all these Vita games are just hard to find in my area. I mean, like the nearest GameStop for most of these would have been like 30 something miles away, but I got that one through eBay. I actually won that in a bidding for about, oh, I think my battery's about to, no, never mind. I actually won that in a bidding for 15 bucks, so I got lucky on that one. Then we have Killzone Mercenary, another fantastic game on the device. And the multiplayer is actually still pretty active. Next up we have Borderlands 2. Now, some of you may say, since I got this used, you know, what about all the DLC codes? I actually have all the DLC codes because, you know, I had well, my Vita was alive back then, so I'm good on that one. And they actually fixed a lot of the issues too, because I know it was a little bit jumpy and stuff like that in terms of like the lag, but that's been fixed. Then of course, Uncharted Golden Abyss. Just any Uncharted game is a must-have for sure. We have a few games left here. We have, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, Shanti or Shanta. I think it's pronounced Shanti. I remember it was back in December, because I haven't played any of the games from the series before. I bought one of them on a flash sale for like $2 or $3, and I played, and I was like, oh, this is a fun platformer, and found out they had one on the Vita, which, since I got this actually came with a soundtrack as well. I'm not sure how many songs on here, because I haven't actually opened it quite yet, but again, happy with that one. I just love getting extra stuff like soundtracks and art books. I just enjoy that stuff. Next up, of course, is Unit 13, another fun title. Then we have the Dynasty Warriors Next, which actually uses a lot of the gimmicks of the PlayStation Vita. Like some supers you may have, which will require you to shake your device to ensure the effect radius is much larger and deal more extra damage. But that's just one example. And then we have the Resistance Burning Skies. And that's pretty much it for the haul. Just to kind of recap the other games that I had before, was the Olden Sphere right here. Another must-have game. The Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. And the Fate Extelio. So those were games I showed you before, but if you're kind of curious what those games were, now you know. And yeah, that's pretty much my haul. And of course, I also have this case right here that was given to me, so you can put all your Vita games in here. So once I do get like the other Mega Dimension or Hyperdimension games, I could put it in this slot, and this first slot will just be everything from that series. But now that's everything. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know if you guys picked up anything recently. I know some of you do collect video games. Have you gotten any nice deals? Did you get the Nintendo Switch? Have you played Horizon yourself? Again, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.